the first half of The Bear and the Bean was really good. It was adorable. I really enjoyed it. And then the second half, give or take, I just thought was not very good at all. It took a different direction. It had a different tone to it. And I'm not against cartoons that shift in tone if it feels natural, but it just didn't feel very organic. And I loved the first half, and I really didn't like the second half. The Bear and the Bean is a Barney Bear MGM cartoon from 1948. And this is about a Mexican jumping bean, and for whatever reason, I've seen quite a few cartoons about Mexican jumping beans, and this one is the cutest. The bean is adorable, it's anthropomorphic, it's got this cute little face, it's adorable, I love the way it jumps. Barney Bear jumps a few times as well, and it's so cute. And there's a bit where the bean's interacting with his eggs when he's having his breakfast, lunch, I can't remember, and it obviously torments him and drives him a bit insane. And it was fun, it was cute, it was well animated, it was really well done, the pacing was really great, everything was looking like it was going to be a really good cartoon. And then things just changed after about the halfway mark, give or take. And I obviously don't want to say what happens or anything because I don't want to give away too much more about it, but I really didn't like the second half of it, and I just felt like it felt like a cartoon that had, multiple people working on it in halves. And interestingly, there are actually a lot of people credited as the directors on IMDb, which is really unusual for an MGM cartoon. We have Preston, Blair, and Michael Law, and then we have supervised by Hanna-Barbera. Usually with MGM, there's one director, two at a push. So I don't know, maybe that was the case. Maybe multiple people were working on it and they had their own ideas about what they wanted to do with it. But I liked the first half and I would recommend it for that. Obviously, stick with it, it's a 6-minute cartoon, but I'd love to know what you think. Do you feel like it feels like a cartoon of two halves? Maybe I'm just not a fan of the direction it took and that's why I feel that. I don't know, I thought it was going to be a really great cartoon. I thought I was going to be saying, this is fantastic, I love it, it's my favourite Barney Bear cartoon. And then that changed quite quickly. So I don't know. I liked it in part. I didn't in others. I'd happily watch the first half again. Maybe at some point in the future I'll give it another go, see how I feel about the second half. I recommend it, but just bear in mind that it may not be as good all of the way through.